So now what you're going to do is take the outer, which is 4x minus 1. We're going to write it as 1. 4x minus 1, and then 2x minus 3. And we're done. So when you FOIL this, you're going to get this. Just look at it. Just FOIL it. Look at it. You'll see it. It's the same. Okay. Moving on. Okay. We're going to take 3x squared, drop it down. 3 times 8 is 24. That's our magic number. We want factors of 24 that add up to, last term is positives, that add up to 25. Don't worry about the negative sign here. Factors of 24 that add to 25 are 24 and 1. So now, I'm going to write these with negative signs because the middle term is negative. Remember, you have to get negative 25. The only way to get negative 25 is to take negative 24 and negative 1. So we're going to go minus 24x minus 1x plus 8. Okay, group these two. What's common is 3x. What you're going to get is x minus 8. By the way, another way to do this is, my teachers taught me this. You have an x minus 8 here. You can go ahead and just put x minus 8. You know it has to be the same, and just kind of work backwards. What number would have to go here to give you these? Well, that would be, all these signs are opposite, so it's really just a negative 1. So that's another way to do that. You can kind of do it in reverse. If you get, the first one's always easy to get. The second one's not always easy to get. You can just, you know they have to be the same. So if that's x minus 8, then so is this. So now when you put it together, you're going to get 3x minus 1 and then x minus 8. And we're done. Okay. One more of these. 10 times 3 is 30. I'm going to kind of just do this a little bit quicker now. Drop the 10x squared down. Okay, factors of 30 that add up to 17 are 15 and 2. So we're going to go minus 15x minus 2x plus 3. Okay, what's common here is a 5x. So we'll go 5x, and then we'll go x minus 3. Something doesn't look right here. Uh-oh. Something doesn't look right here. Hang on a second. Make sure I copy this down right. 17x plus 3. Am I doing this right? 30, 15, and 2. 5x. Oh, sorry. 2. I forgot the 2 here. Sorry about that. I said that. I look at it. Something's not right here. 2x minus 3. I'm sorry. Okay, and this has to be a 2x minus 3. We're all human. Okay, and then all these signs are changed, so it has to be a minus 1. Okay, and now we're ready. So we're going to put this together. We're going to go 5x minus 1, and then 2x minus 3, and we're done. Okay, hardest part now. Hardest part is this. Last term is negative here. So the signs in your binomials have to be opposite signs. Positive, negative, negative, positive. Doesn't matter which one's which. Okay, now we're going to take, actually we're going to hop right in and we're going to go right away and do the kind of a tricky one. Actually, you know what? I'm going to come back and do, I think I got this a little reversed. I'm going to do that third. That one's a little trickier. So let's do this one first. Okay, here's the idea. Okay, no perfect squares, nothing you can factor out. 6 times 4 is 24, but we're going to go negative 24. 6 times negative 4. 6 times negative 4 is negative 24. Okay, so we're going to drop the 6x squared down. Okay, here's where it gets tricky. You want factors of negative 24. Factors of negative 24. So for instance, it'd be 12 and negative 2, or negative 2, or positive 2 and negative 12. So you don't see where I'm going with this? 8, negative 3, or negative 8, positive 3. Okay? But now you need to get -5 when you subtract them. You need to get -5 when you subtract. So 8 and 3, 8 and -3, that's not going to work. So you want 8 and -3 will give you +5. You want -8 and 3. So -8 and 3 will give you the -5. So you want factors of -24. Or another way you can look at this is you could go factors of +24. You just make it 24. And then make sure your factors that when you subtract give you -5. So it'd be -8 and +3. That's another way to look at it too. So in other words, you want to get -5 when you combine these. That's what I'm trying to say. So if you take -8 and 3 and you combine those, you're going to get -5. So we're going to go -8x plus 3x. See, there's your -5x. Okay, and then -4. You'll get this, you'll get this, you'll get this. I promise you. Okay, what's common here is 2x, and then we'll go 3x minus 4. And then, plus, well, what's common here? Just a 1, right? And then you have another 3x minus 4. Okay, so now I will be able to do this during our live classes and in person a lot easier than on a video. My video has given me some problems today. Yeah. So I promise I will do this a lot better on Tuesday. So just bear with me here. Anyway, there's your answer. There's your answer. When you FOIL this, you are going to get this. I promise you. Okay. Anything in common here? No. No perfect squares. Okay. 8 times 15 is 120. Now, you want factors of 120 that when you subtract are going to give you 2. Factors of 120 that when you subtract are going to give you 2. Or when you add will give you -2. There's 2 ways to look at this. That's why this is kind of confusing. It all depends if you make this 20 or positive 120 or negative 120. Then you add your factors, subtract your factors. I think the easiest way is this. I'm going to write this as a positive 120, even though this is negative. Okay, we want factors of 120 that when you subtract, give you 2. Don't worry about the signs. So that can be confusing. So take your calculator, take your graphing calculator, go to y equals, type in 120 divided by x. Okay, this works on the TI-84 too. It's the same thing. Okay, remember we did this when we looked for factors. Now we want to go to our table, yellow key or blue key, whichever calculator you have, and then graph. Now, make sure x is 1. Go down the list. Now we want a row that when you subtract, give you 2. So keep going. Numbers should get closer together. How about 10 and 12, right? 10 and 12? 10 times 12 is 120, and then 12 minus 10 is 2. So we're going to use 12 and 10. 12 and 10. Okay, I know some of you didn't need a calculator to do that. That's okay. But I want to show you how we can use the calculator here. Okay, so let's do it. Now remember, we want to get a -2 here, really. So I'm going to make the 12 the negative. See, we're going to take -12 plus 10. We're going to get -2. So this time the order does matter. We're going to actually put the -12 first. So we're going to go 8x squared minus 12x plus 10x minus 15. See, there's your -2x. See, -12 plus 10 is -2. So now, what's common here? What's common here is going to be 4x. What you're going to have now is 2x minus 3. And then what's common here is a 5, so plus 5. And then you're going to have 2x minus 3. Shocker, right? Same thing. So now, put it together, and you're going to get 4x plus 5, and then 2x minus 3, and we're done. All right. Good. Almost done. A couple more of these. All right, here's the big guy. Here's what I really want to use the calculator for. You've got 10 times 21, which is 210. And we want factors of 210 that when we subtract, we get 29. Have to subtract because we've got a negative factor here. So go back to your calculator, type in 210 divided by x, go to your table, and remember, when you subtract, we're looking for 29. So we're looking for two numbers that when we subtract, we're going to get 29. Well, how about 35 and 6, right? 35 and 6 is 29. 35 and 6. So we're going to write this as 35 and 6. See, your factors of 210 are 35 and 6. Now, the middle term is positive now, so that's going to be the positive 35, and that's going to be the negative 6. Just watch, you'll see it. 10x squared plus 35x minus 6x. So you have to get a positive 29. So it's going to be 35x minus 6x minus 21. The best way to get this is hard, folks. The best way is to just practice these, watch the video, try the homework, attend the class. You'll get it, I promise you. Okay, what's common here is going to be 5x, and you're going to get 2x plus 7. And what's common here, these are both minus, so you want a minus here, minus 3, right? And you're going to get 2x plus 7. Do the math, you'll see it. Do the math, I promise you'll see it. Distribute the negative 3, you'll see it. So you're going to get 5x minus 3, 5x minus 3, and then 2x plus 7. I'm going to answer all your questions during class. I promise you it will work out. You have my word. Okay, last one of the day. Sometimes you do have to factor something out. In this case, we can factor out a 3. So we're going to factor out a 3 right away. The good thing about that, too, it makes this problem is a lot easier to work with. Otherwise, we'd have to find factors of 216, 24 times 9. Now, we can just find factors of 24. So we're going to kind of don't worry about the 3. I'm going to just kind of move that down, way down here. We don't need to worry about that at all right now. That's going to be part of our answer down below. Okay, 3 times negative 8, or 3 times 8 is 24. Now we want factors of 24 that when you subtract, we get 2. And that is going to be 6 and 4. So we're going to go 3x squared. It's a positive 2, so plus 6x minus 4x minus 8. Okay, what do they have in common here? Is a 3x. We're going to get x plus 2. Okay, two negative signs. Or, like I said before, you can just write x plus 2 here, because you know they're the same. What number is going to have to go here to get this? And that would be negative 4. So we've got our original 3 that we factored out, and then we're going to go 3x minus 4, and then x plus 2, and we're done. So here is our answer. Okay, questions? Well, questions, you can bring your questions to class. All right, that's it for now. That's our video. I will have this on Google Classroom and Blackboard at some point, sometime soon, I promise you.